a jump cut kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's actually mimicking the real like editing process. So it'd be analogous to using Final Cut Pro to create some of this motion design. So we're really careful not to say transitions, rather it's motion design to incorporate different photos. So yeah, the trick of this technology is to make sure that the library of the types of motion design that we can pull in based on each nuance of a song is vast enough that you never really see the same thing. Otherwise, you know, it feels like a template, but it's really, the technology is not a template.
And when you put ads into my videos, like, because you have not a lot of opportunity to stick ads in, I think this is a really interesting play compared to Flickr. Because Flickr, where do you put that Nike ad in my stream? But this is actually engaging and could be part of the content.
Yeah, so we're working on that right now. Right now on the site, it's just the freemium service that we have.
So a couple things. One, I thought your pitch was great because you used the product, you talked about it in really simple terms, and I got it in like 4 seconds. Cool. So thank you for not showing a bunch of slides, and I thought that was really great. Second thing is your site is hip and black and cool and so on. If I'm doing a wedding video, it may not appeal to me. Your strategy seems to be to distribute with partners. Right. Do you also have a strategy to do your own owned and operated sites focused on some of those verticals you?
Yes. Yeah, nothing to announce today, but yes.
And are you going to compete with your partners then?
Good question. So in some verticals, we'll look to, so let's just use weddings as an example. So to look at like the not.com, and perhaps we actually, the service is on their site altogether, and we don't have a wedding site. So working through the channel and the channel conflict. So for each different vertical, we need to figure out what our bet is.
Okay, my third point is social networks do users pay? My intuition says no.
That's correct. Yeah.
So why are you distributing on social networks?
Why are we? So the Facebook, it actually was sort of an experiment for us. We launched on Facebook in March, and within a month, we were up to 700,000 installs. And so what we noticed is on Animoto.com, it's really kind of a tool site. It's not really a destination site right now. And the community features of a social network really enhance the service through Facebook. And it actually, we saw some pretty good downstream effect from Facebook to Animoto.com to bolster our numbers within Animoto.com. Eventually, where we want to get within Facebook is either advertising or offering premium services, and I think we'll probably go the premium services route and have the same business model on Facebook with once micropayments is out.
Okay.
What's the price point?
Yeah, so it's again free to create a 30-second video. If you want to create a longer length video, $3 per video, or $30 a year for as many as you want.
And the 7.5% that you're talking about is right at for the $3.
The 7.5% is actually, well, to tell you exactly, it's 4% of our users, unique users, have paid $3, 3.5% have paid $30.
So, you know, a couple of comments. The demo is wonderful. I mean, you really get a sense of just how rich the product is, and so you can get it right away. I think one of the things that you need to think about is couching it vis-a-vis Slide and Rock You, right? Because their adoption has been just, you know, runaway success. There's still questions about the business model, but I think that, you know, the first thing from a venture perspective is trying to understand, okay, what does that competitive landscape look like, and how do you win against them?
Right.
And then on the, you know, the freemium model, I would just say, based on the price point, and this, you know, this is kind of just informed intuition. Based on the price point that you're talking about, you're gonna have to complement that revenue stream with something else, whether it's advertising or what have you. But I like the freemium model; it makes sense. But that kind of conversion at that kind of price point, you need to get into the tens of millions of users before it becomes interesting. So if you can get the engagement and get people actually using this, then some advertising model weaved in could make it work. But the product is very.
Yeah, and to their first point with you know, the Rocky slide comparison, so what we've seen is everyone that does slideshows, they're all using flash technology. With flash technology, you can't synchronize music with the imagery to like the energy of the music. And so that's how we're completely differentiated in the landscape.
Are there questions from the audience for these guys? Well, I'll ask one then. There was one? Yes, sir.
Yeah, how do you deal with the copyright issues on uploading music?
Yeah, so we adhere to the DMCA. We're currently working with like Audible Magic and the majors to figure out the right relationship there. So we know that that's something that we need to nail. We don't have it nailed today.
So you can upload your own music?
So you can upload your own DRM free music as part of the creation process.
So one of the things that I would ask is, you know, a lot of the photo printing services basically become services that any photo sharing site can use.
Right.
Have you looked at a similar model for the creation of videos from here, where basically from Flickr, Picasa, whatever, you can just shoot it over there and get a video out?
Yeah. So, and we're working with those companies.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have an API you can shove 20 photos into and get a video back?
Yeah, it's a private API, and we're looking for just the right partners to use it eventually. But I think the 6 to 9 month plan is to make that real.
Does it monetize? Does that plan monetize?
Yeah, that's yeah, exactly. How does that monetize? Do we actually charge the partners that host it on their site, or do we charge?
Flickr would monetize a lot better with this kind of thing than the photos, because you're engaged in that video, that 90-second video that I'm going to play, which is a compilation of 20 or 30 photos.
And now they have the video sharing.
Yeah, you put a little Nike ad in the, and that's it.
You're all about the Nike ads, huh?
Oh, I like the Nike. Got me in thinking about Nike, that's how powerful this is.
Great, well, thanks very much. Good luck.
Thanks.